we're here with Semi-Pro Painting. We are going to be working on a fun project today. We're going to be doing another one of our Thanksgiving tier tray items. Last week we did the pilgrim hat, and then Lindsey and I actually filmed a video when we were done with that one. It was the breadboard, the Thankful Blessed one. So I'm going to show you that one before we get started, but you'll see it next week. But we just want to make sure we're giving you guys content, so we're recording a couple of videos because I'm going to be gone for vacation. Lindsey's going to be here with me today. Say hi, Lindsey.
Hi, Lindsey.
If you are a repeat viewer, thank you for coming back. If you're a new viewer, thank you for stopping in. Lindsey and I call ourselves semi-pros because we're just getting started in the painting world. We are more on basic painting. I'm trying to up my game a little bit because I know you guys want to see some really cool stuff. I'm by no way a professional, so I just kind of muddle my way through it. Sometimes I ask you guys for some assistance. I always appreciate when you guys give me color suggestions and shading suggestions because I never know what colors to use for that. So that's always fun for me. Lindsey is manning the keyboard, and she's going to put in all of the links for all of the items that we've used today. If you guys have questions, she's going to let me know. And we're just going to talk about some random stuff like we always do while we're in here, aren't we, Lo? Yeah. So it's been crazy this week. We've been super busy. Lindsey and I have been getting Christmas unwrapped together. I'm boxing up the final bits of them today. So they will start shipping here around the 15th of the month. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm super excited about it. It's one of my favorites. Like it's probably by far my favorite box so far.
That's what you said last time. But
I know, but they get better and better every time. But yeah, it's going to be fun. I really do like it. It's going to be a good one. If you're new, if you're here watching, please let us know who you are and where you're from. We always love to talk to you guys, so please just kind of comment and let us know where you're from. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can hang in the back and just watch us and yell at the TV or the computer screen when I'm doing something. You're like, why are you doing that? Because I feel like some of you might do that, and that's okay. All right, so that's what we are doing here today. We will be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock with a semi-pro stenciling video. So you can always join us again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then Chris had a video that released yesterday, and it was for the Heavenly Hymns, Lindsey. Is that what that was? Or was that?
I believe so.
I think it was Heavenly Hymns. That video is going to be on YouTube, so you can hop over to Chris Hoy Designs and check out that brand new video. I think it's like an hour-long video. I think it's like how to paint the whole thing. It's not even a sped up one. So it's like a hour-long video. So that bundle is available on our website as well. I put that up yesterday. So, okay, are we ready to go, Lou? Let's switch the camera. Okay, so these are the pieces. Are we crooked?
A little bit.
What way do I need to go? It'll drive Mom crazy.
Good, stop.
Okay, so this is the pilgrim hat. This is the one that we did in our live last week. This is the Thankful Blessed that Lindsey and I recorded for you guys. This will be available next week, the video, but I did want to show you guys kind of what's coming up. So this is the one that we did, and then this is the recorded video. Today we've decided we're doing two more pieces from our tiered tray kit, the Thanksgiving one. So we decided to do the pumpkin pie and the pumpkin pie banner because they're pretty much going to be the same-ish. Yes, Lindsey?
Or if you're Linda O'Connell, the pizza.
It could be a pizza
Pie.
It could be a pizza and a pizza pie. Who knows? But yeah, so we are going to be working on these today. I'm going to get started painting. If you guys have questions while we are going, please let us know. I'm going to make some choices. If you are like, what are you doing? Then let us know and we'll talk about it. Lindsey is going to be answering questions. So if you guys have anything, let us know. I'm trying to stick with the same color palette that I used for the other ones. I've painted this before, and I did like a silver tin background on the door hanger one. But because I haven't used silver yet, I'm going to use lamp black because, I'm really farmhousey at my house, and I love farmhouse looking stuff. So I have a black pie paint, actually. So that's what I'm going to paint the back of my pan with.
So while you're doing
yes, ma'am.
Stacy is here.
Hi, Stacy.
Terry is back.
Terry, how was your cruise? I can't wait to hear all about it.
Lurking Linda said pizza.
Hi, Lurking Linda. I'm waiting on you to paint me a pizza. You keep saying you're going to, and I haven't seen it yet. So
Virginia Mann is here.
Hi, Virginia. Thanks for joining us.
Terry says she's watching while driving home to work from home. No internet at office.
Oh, no. Be careful.
She said her cruise was wonderful.
You can catch the replay, Terry. Don't watch the video and drive. Catch the replay. I'll be here for a little bit. We got quite a bit to paint today, so we'll be here for a little bit. All right, so I am going to just use my Jo Sonja 3/4 inch oval wash. That's the brush that I'm using. That's my big girl brush, as I like to call it. What did I do with this? Over here. I'm losing it already, guys. I'm just getting started. Yeah, so I'm going to use this brush, do a quick base coat of black on the back here. This won't take long at all. So, what's been going on, Lindsay? Anything been going on here that we need to tell them about? I put a new pattern on for Chris yesterday, and it's cobwebs and candle glow. So she's all in Halloween mode. Guys, it's fall. I know it's not technically fall yet, but it's like fall here. I mean, it was last week, and now it's hotter than Hades. But yeah, it's hot, 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 hot. And we're trying to keep cool. We keep offering like all the delivery people and our mail lady cold water because we're worried about them being out there in this heat. It's hot here.
Linda said, P.S. Since I've outed myself, last Christmas Unwrapped was her favorite.
Last Christmas, I get that, Linda. I get that.
You haven't seen this.
Yeah, you haven't seen this one yet, Linda. This is a good one. So I am like, the ornaments are so different, and I think that's why it's so cool. It's really cool. Okay, let's see what's been going on in our world, Lindsay. Okay, so I've had a busy week. Okay, I have had like a busy, crazy weekend. Okay, so my son last week, our oldest son Dakota, he had a job interview. It's been like forever, like 3 weeks or something crazy, because he is applying to be a lineman like my husband, and he made it through the first 2 steps of the process. And then made it last week when we were filming on Wednesday. He had just finished up his 3rd step of the process. And that was a 3-day climbing, like kind of like boot camp to see if you could do it. So he called me actually while we were in the live, and I called him back when we were finished, and he was all finished. He said that they would let him know if he got the job or not. And he found out on Friday that he did get the job. So he is going to be working as a lineman. So he's super excited about that. And then on Thursday, my same son, Dakota, got engaged to his girlfriend, who have been dating off and on since 7th grade. So they got engaged in Disney. They were down there for a vacation for graduation trip, and so he got engaged. So it's been crazy at my house. We've had a lot going on.
He had a big week.
He had a huge week. I know, it was so funny. I called him. I was like, buddy, you're having an amazing week. And he goes, Mom, this is the best week of my life. So I was so happy for him. Okay, so I'm going to paint my Pumpkin Canyon orange. Well, I say pumpkin, but my pumpkin pie, I should say, shouldn't I? Okay, let's actually, I think I'm going to use my oval wash for this one too. Because, this isn't nothing too bad here. And we're going to do a little bit of shading on here, so it won't be and we'll highlight some with our dry brush, our diverse dry brush. So we'll do a little bit of dressing this up so it doesn't look so plain. So let's see what else is going on. Lindsay, what's going on in your world this week?
Not much.
Same old. Work, dogs, husbands. Dogs,
yeah.
Animals.
It was National Dog Day this week.
It was National Dog Day, and Lindsay got on me because I didn't post a picture of my dog for National Dog Day. My dog is sad anymore because he's, people probably think I abuse him. He's like, he can't see, he can't hear, he wears diapers. He's a Yorkie. He's just annoyed with life, but he's just, he's like so annoyed with everybody. He doesn't want anybody around him except for me. And like, he just looks mean all the time. Oh, it's sad. It's a sad, sad day. He's losing his teeth are falling out of his face. He's a mess. He's an absolute mess. But he's going to be 14 in October, and he's a Yorkie. And so if you know anything about Yorkies,
they live forever.
They live forever, and I love him. I don't want him to go, but he's a disaster. He's an absolute disaster. Okay, so that's what's going on there. Lindsay posted photos of her dogs, and they're adorable.
They weren't adorable yesterday at 3:30 in the morning.
No, her doggy got her up yesterday at 3:30 because he was tired, or he got a grumbly tumbly. So she was up at 3 yesterday morning. So she was really tired. We have any questions yet, Lindsay?
No.
Everybody's quiet.
Stacy says congratulations on both.
Thank you. He's so excited. We're so happy for him. Okay, quick base coat on here. And this won't take this. I don't think this project is going to take us very long at all because it's quick. That's what I love about these tiered tray pieces. That they are so fast and you can get them done so quickly. You could recreate these. How fun would this be at Thanksgiving on your like a little centerpiece on your table. I can see it. Wait, or Lindsay, I think your mom or your mother-in-law would probably put something like this out.
My mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Or my stepmother?
Your mother-in-law. I could see her decorating for Thanksgiving like that. I don't go home for Thanksgiving because my husband works every year. I'm from West Virginia. My family's also in West Virginia. So we usually just stay home. And if I don't cook, we go to my best friend, Bridget and Garrett, always invite us over for like Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and all that stuff. So if I don't cook myself, then we always end up going over there. So I don't really decorate because nobody comes to my house.
Stacy says it's a nice hostess gift.
It's a very nice hostess gift. That's a great idea.
And I just thought these pumpkin pieces, the ones with the holes in them.
Yeah.
You could probably figure out a way to, like, on your napkins, like if you had fancy napkins.
Yeah, you could do it like a little name tag.
Napkin ring.
Yes, Lindsay. That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, you could tie like a little jute or something around that, or a little piece of ribbon with like a little tag on it. Oh, that's a great idea. Good idea.
Terry says her daughter makes sweet potato pies, so this will work for her.
Oh, sweet potato pie. My husband would love that.
You could actually make this any kind of pie.
You could make this any kind. Yeah, absolutely. If you wanted it to be apple, it could be apple.
It could be key lime.
It could be. Oh, that would be great.
Key lime.
I love key lime pie too. My husband and I went on a date on Saturday night, and we never get dessert when we go out. Never. And he said to me after we were eating and after we were done, he's like, "You want to share a dessert?" And I was like, "Sure, if you want to." And they brought the menu. My husband's so cheap when it comes to some stuff. And he was like, only if it's under $6. And we were eating at a very nice place. So I knew for sure it wasn't going to be under $6. And I said, it's not going to be under $6, Brad. And so I started reading off the menu. And they had key lime pie. And he goes, oh, how much is it? I said, it's $8. And he goes, no, we're not getting it.
What
the waitress comes over. I was like, we'll take the key lime pie, please. He's not really cheap a lot, but when certain things he does.
Terry says yuck to both.
To key lime pie? Terry, I don't know if we can be friends, my friend.
There's something about that pucker.
The tart?
Like the perfect key lime pie. You take a bite of it and you get that sweet crust, but that key lime hits you and it makes you pucker.
Oh, I love it.
Makes me want some.
We went to Key West. Gosh, that was several years ago. We went with some friends of ours for a long weekend, and they have the best key lime pie down there. The best. All right, so.
I don't think I've ever met a pie I don't like.
I don't like rhubarb. My husband likes rhubarb pie. I don't like rhubarb, but like I like any other kind of pie, I think. I don't think I really.
I mean, there's some I'm not.
Wait, what were we talking about yesterday? Raisin pie or something?
Yeah, Chris said something about raisin pie.
And I was like, I'll eat raisins if they're in something, but I've never heard of raisin pie.
I don't like raisins, so I probably wouldn't eat raisin pie. But,
yeah, we were like, what are you talking about? Raisin pie?
I've never heard of raisin pie.
Never heard
but then again, I hadn't heard, like, we talked about grape pie. I hadn't heard about grape pie until a few years ago. I was out at there's an Amish restaurant. Well, Amish-ish restaurant.
As Amish as we get here.
in not far from here. And I was out with my dad and he ordered grape pie and I'd never even heard of it. So, I mean, Terry says her favorite is coconut cream. I love coconut
I'm not a big fan of coconut. I could eat it, but it's not my favorite. I like cherry pie.
I think my least favorite, I think the only reason that my least favorite is butterscotch.
Why is that your least favorite?
Because I had it anytime we went to Kentucky when I was a kid.
That's what they had.
That's what they had was butterscotch pie.
So you had it so much.
Yeah, I just think.
It's like me with pork chops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think I had it so much that,
I get that.
I like the cherry pie.
I love cherry pie. And I'm the only person in my house that likes it, so I never buy it or make it because I'm the only person that will eat it.
And I'm not a fan of lemon meringue. I'll eat it.
Oh, my husband loves lemon meringue.
Because of the meringue, but...
Yeah. Oh, because it's so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Got that piece. Got that. Okay, so now I'm going to work on my pie crust. This is where it's going to get interesting. Because...
You technically could not paint it.
You could technically not paint it.
Yeah.
However, I think mine needs to be toasted. And the one I painted before was, I don't even remember what color. I think I painted it like a darker brown, and I didn't like that. So we're going to go with like a toffee, like a lighter brown, because I make homemade crust when I make pie, which isn't very often, but I do make it. And so because I make homemade pie, and there's not a lot in it, right? When you make the homemade crust. So like flour, water, shortening, right? So is that how you guys make your crust? I don't know. I'm just curious. Mine is my mom's recipe.
I make my crust by going to like the refrigerated biscuit
Is
section.
that what you use?
And I buy the already made crust, or I buy the frozen crust.
I've never used that.
I tried making it once, and it was an absolute disaster.
The hardest part is getting it up off of the table into the, like once you rolled it out into the pie pan, I think.
Yeah, that was my problem. Yeah. I kept getting holes in it, and it was like a disaster, and I was like, never again.
It was too thin.
So I just buy like typically the frozen.
Okay. Yeah, I make my own. And then I make something called dough dogs out of the leftover pie crust. And we call them dough dogs. We grew up with them. It's my son Austin. It's his absolute favorite snack. And so you just take the pie crust that's left over and you roll it out like a piece of pie crust. And then you rub butter with a butter knife. You smear butter over it, and then you sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar. And then you just cut them into little slices, and then you roll them up and bake them in the oven until they get crispy. Oh, they're so good. I haven't made those for a long time, Lindsay. I'll have to make them and bring them in.
Yeah, I've never had them. You keep talking about them.
Yeah. Every time I make them, Austin eats them all before. Shoot, I'll just make pie crust and just not even make a pie and just make dough dogs sometimes. It's okay. Does anybody else do that? I know people that do it, but they call it something different. I want my crust to be like a lighter brown color. And then we're going to do some dressing up. Don't worry, guys. I'm not just going to paint it. We'll dress it up a little bit.
Terry says she makes a great chocolate pie.
Do you make your chocolate pie with pudding? That's what my mom uses.
Stacy says it sounds like a cooking show today.
It does sound like a cooking show today, Stacy. Do you bake, Stacy?
It makes me want some pie. I'll tell you that.
You're not kidding. Our 2:30 snack might be ordering something in.
Ordering some pie.
Ordering some pie. We'll call Dad. Dad, what are you doing today?
We'd like some pie.
We'd like some pie. Could you go up to the farmer's daughter and get us some pie? All right. So get my little base coat on my pie crust. So these are for my banners. These smaller pieces are for the banner pieces. And then the round big piece is for my big pie. So get that. And then I do have my pie slice too. I still need to paint that piece too. I like this piece because you could leave the pie slice off if you want to. But it's a cute little addition, kind of like, because you don't have the slices in it because it just shows as one piece. Because it's all connected, but with the slice off that way, you can really tell what it is.
Stacy says she has to eat gluten-free. Wow, so I have to bake most sweet cheese.
Oh, that would be tough. That would be very tough. Because you couldn't just buy, if you like spur the moment want something, you can't just buy it at the store. I'm sorry for you, because that would be very hard. Especially when I go to the grocery store and I'm like, ooh, that looks really good. We're buying that today.
I do that sometimes, like over to Walmart, and the bakery section.
I'm the worst.
The individual slices of cake.
I'm 100% the worst at that. Yes. And then I bring it home and Brad's like, what did you buy that for, Jen? And I'm like, because it looked really, really good. And then one of the kids eat it. Okay. All right. So this is going to be our third and fourth piece from our tiered tray kit. So this is the pie piece and the pie banner. So we did both of these just because it's all the same colors, sort of the same kind of concept. So we're just doing both of them this time. And then we still have a pumpkin that we need to paint, which I think that's what we're going to record when we're done here, is the pumpkin. And then we have, what other piece do we have, Lindsay? Oh, the turkey. We were going to do the turkey today, but we thought it might be a little more time consuming. And since we have to record a video, we wanted to make sure we were able to get that done so you guys would have that content while I'm gone. I don't know what you guys are going to do without me for 2 weeks, Lindsay.
It's going to be quiet.
It's going to be very quiet. It's very quiet when I'm not here. I'm the talker for sure. Okay. Second coat here, and then we can dress this stuff up. You know what would be really cute on this, Lindsay?
What?
If we still had the diamond dust stuff.
I just saw that.
And like make it like little sugar crust. Yeah. Oh, that would have been so cute. So if you have that at home, that would be a fun little addition, especially if you're making an apple pie. Because you could do this like the pie crust color and then do this darker. And then you could do like the little slits. Like you guys could paint that on there, like the little slits for it to breathe and stuff. And then put the little sugar crust on there. Oh, that would be cute, guys. Somebody needs to do that and send me a picture of it. Okay, so Lindsey and I have been stocking the store for our Wicked Warehouse sale that's coming up in October. So I've been working on stencils, and Lindsey's been working on all of the wood shapes. So all of the door hangers and ornaments and plaques and all of that stuff. And I think you just filled the pattern wall today too, didn't you, Lindsey?
Well, I printed them.
You printed them? Haven't gotten them folded yet? Okay. Oh, you got them folded? They're just not?
They're not.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Hey, one step at a time, girl. One step at a time. Yeah, I haven't been much help because I've been working on subscription boxes today. So I'm trying to get that done for her so she didn't have to mess with that when I'm gone.
Terry said you could use glamour dust.
Yeah, you could use glamour dust. Absolutely, you could. I've not used glamour dust on something yet. Nope, sorry about that, guys. Lindsey's, since it's just us here today, Lindsey's got the phone over here just making sure everything's good to go. All right, so I'm just going to keep talking. If you guys have questions, feel free to type them in there, and Lindsey will get back to the chat as soon as she returns back from the phone. Okay, so I've got the crust there. Looks pretty good. Their base coat. What color would you guys use if you were doing this crust? I chose toffee because it has kind of like that buttery yellow color to it, I think. So I thought that looked more like a pie crust color. And like I said, my pie crust that I make is super simple. So it's like a real kind of creamy-ish white, light tan color. So I kind of wanted mine to mimic that. All right. I packed last night for my trip. I got all of my stuff in a suitcase, and I've only got 38 pounds. So I got plenty of weight that I can, I just got to put my toiletries and medicine in there, and then I'm good to go. So I've got plenty of space to bring some stuff back. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to bring back, but I'm going to bring something back. Definitely a picture frame. My husband and I started collecting picture frames from everywhere that we go when we took our kids on our very first vacation. And so I have them all over the dresser in my bedroom. So I've got that. So I'll definitely get a picture frame from Scotland and a picture frame from Ireland. So that'll be good. Add those to my collection. I'm sure there'll be other stuff that I can't live without. It's hard not to buy stuff when you're someplace else. We got our money transferred, like our exchanged, I should say, already from our bank. So we have that done. And it's really cool because I have never been to Scotland or Ireland, and the money is so different there. It's like tissue paper. It's super thin. It's really cool. Have you guys seen that? If you haven't, you should Google it and check it out because it's super, super thin. It's a really cool thing. Okay. I think I already got that one. I got that. I got that. I hit that. Get this right here because this doesn't look like I got it. Okay. So there is my pie crust pieces all painted up. Clean that off. All right, now, let's see. Let's look at our pie slices here. Might need one more coat on these. Let me get one more quick coat on these guys. Make sure we want to have a good image. We want to have a nice coating on here so you can't see that MDF coming through in the back. Again, I highly suggest sealing your stuff. I did not. I do as I say, not as I do. You probably will have much better luck if you seal it than with less coats than me, but I just don't take the time for that because Lindsey comes in, she's like, it's time for the video. I'm like, okay, let's go. And out we run and come over here. So that's how it works. I don't do any prep before we come in here unless I'm doing a big plaque. Sometimes I'll base coat something, especially if it's white. I'll do that, but that's about it. But again, that's on the fly. Just kind of work and go. And when Lindsey says it's time to go, I run. So, okay, get this here. I bet you guys are so much less messy at your painting than I am. I just kind of put it on there and go. Part of the reason I am a little more careful when I'm painting for something for the store or like samples, like when I did my Christmas Unwrapped, I was super careful about that. But part of the reason is I go quick because I want to be able to show you guys some cool stuff. And when I'm in here, if I take too much time just painting like this, you guys are going to get bored and want you guys to do that. So I just kind of rush through this part of it a little bit because I want you guys to be able to help me with my choices and the coloring and all of that fun stuff too. I should have tried the painter's tape today. Somebody said to try that, like put your pieces on that. I'm just grabbing it and going. My fingers are completely orange. Look at me, I'm a mess. Story of my life. Okay. One last coat here. We're almost finished with the orange, and then we're going to move on to dressing these up. It'll be a lot better looking after we get these cleaned up a little bit. You got to shade the pumpkin pie, guys. We got to do some fun stuff on there. And then we're going to paint our little whipped creams because we got some whipped cream spots, too, that we can put on stuff. So more layers and dimension. We want to make sure we got lots of layers. I love layers. And it's time to get this fall stuff out. It's time to get painting on this stuff. So if you're not already got your fall stuff decorated out yet, it's time to start getting it out. Lindsay's back.
Hi.
I told him that you would catch up with the chat just to keep typing if you guys had a question or something that you would be back. So
Sandy from your hair place is here.
Sandy, I'll see you tonight.
Terry says, love the idea of picture frames. My grandmother was from Ireland and wanted to go so bad.
Ugh.
Ireland's beautiful. I've been twice.
I am so excited. I've never been, so I'm really
it is truly, when they talk about it being green, I've never seen anything so green in all my life. It's gorgeous.
Good.
It's one of my, it's probably.
My husband's never going to want to come home, I don't think.
No, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
It's my top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, probably number 2 place to go.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Except my husband will never go back. I've been there. He's like,
he doesn't like to travel as much, though.
With him being in the Navy, he traveled a lot. Yeah. So, I mean, that's probably why.
Okay, I have cocoa here. I'm going to toast up my edges of my...
You're going to toast them?
I'm going to toast them up with my cocoa here. This is a brand new bottle. Did you bring this over here, Lindsay?
She saw you on the schedule. What?
Did you just bring this over here?
Remember, we didn't have it over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sandy, are you going to be there tonight? I'm coming tonight. If you're there, I'll see you then.
Terry says she's so jealous.
It's going to be a good time. I'm excited about it.
Linda says, have so much fun. Scotland is in her top 4.
Oh, okay. All right. The reason we're going to Scotland is my mom, her family is from Scotland, and she's always wanted to go. So we are taking her. It's not a vacation. I've told you guys this. I love my sunshine. So I really am missing my beach vacation, even though I did get it. I shouldn't say that. I did get a little beach vacation this year. We went for a quick little getaway. My husband and I did. Crashed our son's vacation. For those parents. Okay. Just going to do a little toast around the edge. I think it needs a little dress up here. We want that layer and dimension, right? That's what we want. We were talking while you were gone, Lindsay, or I was talking just randomly, and I was saying that we buy picture frames every place that we go, and they're on our dresser in our bedroom, so that's probably I was saying I would probably bring picture frames back and whatever souvenirs I need. And if Lindsay needs anything.
Lindsay needs a lot of things.
I know. Do I need to look for something for you while I'm over there? You have to let me know.
Man.
Are you sure?
I'll have you do some things for me.
Okay.
Eat a 99 and...
That's ice cream though, right?
Yes. Well.
Okay, I'm not going to...
do it.
I was going to say, I won't eat it, but Brad 100% will.
Yeah, make Brad do it.
I don't like ice cream, guys. I know it's weird. I just don't like it. I used to work at Dairy Queen, too. Isn't that crazy? I'm just not a fan. I mean, I will eat it. It's not something I'm like, oh my gosh, it's disgusting. But like, I'm never like, hey, let's go get ice cream.
Linda said she loved Ireland, but it's gone down on the list. She will love Scotland. She'll be away, so you picked a good 2 weeks to go.
That's hilarious.
Linda doesn't like it when we're gone.
Lindsay's going to be here, so
yeah, I'll be here.
She's going to be working hard, keeping us both in there. Okay. So,
Janine has joined us from Idaho.
Hi, Janine from Idaho. Thanks for joining us. We're working on the pumpkin pie piece from the Thanksgiving tiered tray set. That's the piece that we're painting today. I'm using my angles, of course, guys. I'm using my angle brushes, and I'm just shading my toffee crust with cocoa. And I like how it's giving it like that little kind of toasted edge. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do. So that's always a good thing when what I envisioned happen in my brain shows up on the piece that I'm painting.
It worked.
Yay. It did. I know, because you never know. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, this will be good. And then I do it. I'm like, oh, gosh, that's terrible. Jen, what were you thinking? Get it together, girl. Okay. I'm going to pull this around. We got a new bottle of paint with this cocoa, guys. We never take bottles of paint off the shelf, so Chris must have needed it.
No, I pulled it because for some reason.
So I think somebody suggested that I shaded something with it. Yeah. I was like, oh, we don't have that color. We can't do that. Okay. Oh, cute. Okay. So.
Linda says she'll be in Poland and the Czech Republic, so good time. I do not like when you're not there. I'm way too needy.
Linda, you're not needy. We got you, girl. You just let us know what you need. Lindsay and I'll take care of it, like always. We gotcha. All right.
I'm pretty sure my husband's been to the Czech Republic.
That is not ever something that's been on my list. My husband wants to go all these places, like all of them. He now wants to go to Germany, so I think that's probably where he's going to want to go next time. But I told him he's got to take me on a beach vacation before he can go to Germany. Because I love the beach. I love the beach, the sun, the water, all of it. Give me all of it, because that's what I love. Margaritas on the beach. I'm in. You had me at hello. Okay. Up and around here.
I'm going to give you the name of that pastry shop in Dublin.
In Dublin?
Yeah. It's not far from the Guinness factory.
Oh, yeah. We're going there on our last day. That's our free day before we come home.
It's called Queen of Tarts.
Queen of Tarts. That's hilarious.
Oh,
I'm sure my mom will find that.
It was like, so we went in 2013, and Alicia and I, and it was probably one of our favorite places we ate.
Okay. Yeah, my mom will find all the baked goods. She loves that stuff.
So Linda says Prague is gorgeous in her top 3. That's why I'm going back. Brad can go with her to Germany in December.
Oh, 100%. I'll let him know to book his ticket. Linda, can he stay with you too? He's gonna crash your whole trip. I'll let him know. He'll be like, I'm in. Are we drinking beer?
Lori just joined us. She said, what are you working on?
We are working on this piece that I'm currently painting is the pumpkin pie banner. And then we are also working on the pumpkin pie pieces from the Thanksgiving tiered tray set. All of this is available at Cover Distributing, cdwood.com. Lindsay's put all the links in for you, so if you want to grab any of these pieces. We've decided this month we were going to do Thanksgiving, so we've done already the pilgrim hat and the breadboard. So you'll be able to see the breadboard next week. That was a recorded video, but I did show it at the beginning of the video, and I can show you guys again before we hop off of here if you guys want to see it. But so you can do we're doing all of the pieces except for the gnome. We didn't pull him, and we're not saying we won't do him. We just didn't pull him yet because he's a little more labor intensive, and we try to keep these videos as short as possible because we don't want to keep you guys too long. We know you guys got busy schedules and things to do, and we are so appreciative that you join in. And we don't want you guys to get bored with us. So we try to keep them quick and easy. Simple stuff you can recreate for yourself, for gifts for people. If you're a craft show person and you do craft shows, these are all fun projects that you could do for any of those things. Okay, so far we have our pie plate. We've got our pie crust. This is what my pumpkin pie looks like, guys. So this is what we're looking like so far. I like it, but we got to do something to this. So we're going to use burnt orange and dress up our pumpkin pie a little bit. So I'm going to use where my girls at? I got my 1/2-inch awesome angle here. Terry, you should be so proud. I'm just going to load up the side of that. And I don't need to worry about this part, guys, because it's going to be covered by that crust. But I do want to bring some of that shade around this piece because we're also going to do it on the pie pieces themselves.
Linda says it's a Christmas market shopping trip. She will gladly fit him in room.
Awesome.
He's a big dude.
He's a big boy. He is a big boy. He's about 6'2", 6'3"-ish. I think he used to be 6'3", but he's shrunk some since he's gotten older. But yeah, and he's a big boy. We'll just send her a picture of him. Yeah. Oh, she's probably seen it. We're friends on Facebook. She's seen it, I'm sure. He's a big guy. He's a big teddy bear, though. He looks all mean. He's not. I always laugh because all the kids, when our kids were little, all their friends would be like so intimidated by him. I was like, he's just a big teddy bear, guys.
I remember the first time he came in here. You remember he
scared Drake. Yeah, he came in. So he used to have a Harley and used to come in here sometimes. And so I'd be working and he would ride his bike out or whatever. And he'd stop and talk to me for a minute or so. And the first time he came in, he asked Drake where I was. And Drake thought he was coming in to like kidnap me or something. It scared the crap out of Drake. He was like, who was that guy? I was like, that's my husband. He's like, that's your husband? I'm like, yep, that's my husband. We're total opposites. Total opposites from everything. I can't even give you anything that we have in common. Nothing. We're total opposites. He loves everything that I don't. Down to music and movies, like absolute opposites. How we stayed married this long, I have no idea.
Well, they say opposites attract.
But we have 23 years. Met when I was in college. His sister was my college roommate. That's how we met. That didn't go over real well at the beginning, but she's since come around and now we're friends again. Okay. So, almost done with this part.
Terry says she's proud of you.
Thanks, Terry, using this big brush. I knew you would be. I used it on the other video too, and I even think I say, Terry,
mentioned you. Yeah.
Terry, I'm using it. So you'll see it next week when it comes out. So this is my pie slice. So you know the difference because this one doesn't have the holes in top of it. So this is for the pie plate instead of the pie banner. That's how you'll be able to tell the difference. So I think I got that. Got one more here. And then we're going to move on. Okay. Now I have a bunch of whipped cream things, like whipped topping dollops or whatever you would call them. What would you call them, Lindsay?
A dollop.
Dollop? Okay, so I was right. I never know. I get my, like, sometimes I don't know what the correct words for things are. I'm like, Lindsay, is this right?
I don't think it's enough whipped cream, though.
It's not. No. Oh, my gosh. You should see the amount of whipped cream that my friend Lindsay puts on a piece of pie. I kid you not. It is half the can. Like the spray whipped cream. Oh, my gosh, guys. Literally half the can. Literally. I kid you not. I couldn't be any more honest with you guys when it comes to this stuff. It's half the can. Literally half the can.
Thank you, Sandy. She says, I'm getting hungry for pumpkin pie piled high with whipped cream. Yes. Lots of whipped cream.
Look how cute this is. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of place some of my pieces so you guys can see how things are going. So then I got my 3 banners here. So then I got my pie crust and my pie crust and my pie crust and my piece of pie and my pie crust here. So now I've got all of these little dollops of whipped cream. So I've got some Snow White here. I'm not going to paint all of these. You guys don't need to see me paint all of them, right? I'm glad to, but I don't think you need to.
I call them pepperoni.
Linda, you can't call them pepperoni until you paint me a pizza. After you paint me a pizza, then you can call them pepperonis. Okay, so got my whipped cream here. Sorry. These could totally be flowers too, if you didn't want to do them as whipped cream and save them for something else.
Do a pizza, they could be. What is that? Is it margarita pizza
that has the mozzarella? Yeah, it's got like mozzarella cheese and tomato and basil.
It could be sausage.
It could totally be sausage. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of things you could turn these into. A lot. So this is just our quick little pop of whipped cream that's going to go on these. I'll just paint up like 4 or 5 of them.
Makes me want pumpkin pie now.
I know. We should have thought about this before we started painting it.
We had pumpkin spice this morning.
We did. I had my first pumpkin spice today.
It was my second.
I got it from Tim Hortons this morning on my way here. Lindsay and I needed a little treat this morning. You know, sometimes you just wake up and you're like, I need something special today. That was today for me. And I needed something pumpkin spice. And we love us some Dunkin' Donuts, but they didn't have pumpkin spice anything yet. So Tim Hortons I went, and I got a pumpkin spice iced cap. And Lindsay, I got her, because I wasn't sure, so I made an executive wife decision. I call Lindsay my work wife, and she calls me our work wife, so because we see each other more than we see our husbands sometimes. So I made an executive wife decision, and I got her a pumpkin spice cold brew because I know she loves cold brew coffee. So that's what I got her. Was it any good, Lou? I don't know.
It was good. It just had a hint of pumpkin spice.
It wasn't very pumpkin-y.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
mine
was like that too, which kind of made me sad because I really wanted pumpkin.
But I had a pumpkin donut, so
you
that
did.
Balanced it out. You didn't have pumpkin.
No, I had the vanilla cream
because they were out of sprinkles.
Can you believe Tim Hortons was out of sprinkle donuts? Those are our favorite. Lindsay and I both like the sprinkle donuts, but they were out, so I just had to make an executive decision.
Linda said that's why it looks like pizza. Those don't make pumpkin pie sense to me. But hey, I don't see anything normally.
No, you see ducks and snowmen. So, Linda, I get it. I get why you don't see this.
But, ever since I can see it, the only thing for me, the only thing is the crust. Like, I guess I'm going to have to see her painted it as a pizza. The crust, the edges kind of, pizza crust doesn't look like that.
But she could make it like a thin crust. She wouldn't have to paint the crust part. She could just make that as like a layer of the edge.
That's true.
She'll do it. 100% she'll do it. There's no doubt in my mind that she will do it. And that'll be amazing. Okay, so I got my little pumpkin pie and whipped cream dollops done here. Now, granted, these need another coat, but I'm just for quick reference want to show you guys. These just kind of go here, here, here. And then you can just place them randomly around here. So you can need one on your pumpkin pie here, and then here.
She says pizza crust in New York looks exactly like that.
Really?
Like wiggly like that? I don't know. It just
like pie crust.
It looks like pie crust to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Cute.
So those are our pumpkin pies. Those are cute. These, of course, need a second coat, guys. Don't judge me. I'm not. I will finish those before we post a photo. But those are the pumpkin pies. And then I will do a quick little shade on my pumpkin pie dollops with blue chiffon. After I finish that, I'll do a second coat of the white, and then I will do some blue chiffon shading. And then we'll get this glued. I don't think it needs anything else. If I did anything more, it would be my diverse dry brush and diverse dry brush. Okay, and I will do my number 6. And what I would do is probably just take some of that darker orange that I have, like the burnt orange. And let's see, let's just do this. Because we could do a little bit of this and kind of shade up in here with the dry brush just to get a little bit more texture.
Because when pumpkin pie is baked,
it's
dark in places.
It is darker in certain places. So you could do this if you wanted to. So just like up there and then a little bit down here maybe. Just to give it a little bit more dimension. Don't have to, but if you want to, you could definitely do this. I think that looks cute. You could do a different color too if you wanted. If you wanted to do like a brown, like if you like your crisp or your pie a little bit more done, like burnt a little bit, you could totally do that as well. But yeah, you could totally do that.
Sandy said, "Does this come in a set?" I did put the link down there. You can get all the tier trace pieces in a bundle.
Yep. So this is in there. This is in there. This is in there. That the pie banner is in there. The pie piece is in there. We have a turkey that is also in there. And then we also have this layered pumpkin, which I believe is what we're going to video next for the following week. So those are all in there. And then there's one more piece, and it's a gnome. And it's super adorable. And there's going to be videos on all of these. So, Sandy, this would be a good one for you to start with because you keep telling me you're going to start. So this would be a great one for you to start with because you can watch a video and do all of them. Okay, I think that's it. Lindsay, you want to switch the screen? All right, so that is going to be our video for today, guys. We have got the Thanksgiving tier tray. You could get that on our website, cdwood.com. You can buy the bundle. You could buy individual pieces. Again, think outside of the box. If you don't have tier tray and you don't want to use them as tier tray pieces, you could use them as place settings when you have Thanksgiving. You can have people come over and you can personalize everything. There's space. You could put like name here. You could put name right up here. You could put the name on your pie. You could do these, like Lindsay said, on like your little napkin rings. You could tie those around there and really dress up some of your tablescape. That would be really fun too. So there's a lot of things that you could do for these. It would be a nice little gift if you're going someplace for Thanksgiving. If you wanted to give somebody like a hostess gift or something, somebody mentioned that earlier. That's a great idea. These are cool things. These things always do well at craft shows because they're small. I don't buy a lot of big things at craft shows because I don't have storage space, nor do I want to to have to dig things out. So I like stuff that I can just put in the closet and get right out like each season. Have a small little tote and I put that kind of stuff up. And that's how I decorate because I don't have a lot of space. So this is something that I would buy personally because it's something small that I could keep, put away or easily and get it right back out easily for different seasons. And if you have tier trays, if you like those, you could buy all of our sets from that and create different ones and keep them all in one container. And then you wouldn't have to worry about digging through and finding stuff. You can just switch them out per season. All right, guys, if you guys have any questions, let us know. If not, you can see us tomorrow at 1 o'clock with semi-pro stenciling. We are doing cat next week, Lindsay, right? Or tomorrow, right? I think it's a cat one for Terry Brown. She asked about a cat one. So we're doing cat stencil. And so we're doing that one. And then next Tuesday, Chris will be live, Lindsay? Because she had a video this week. Next Tuesday, Chris will be live. If not, there'll be a video. Always. I never know. Because I'm not going to be here. I don't know what's happening then. So you'll have a recorded video from me next week. It's just going to be this on Tuesday or on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And then there's a recorded video for semi-pro stenciling, which is Mind Your Biscuits and Life Will Be Gravy. And then the following week will be the layered pumpkin. We're going to film that one next. And then the 5-alarm farm alarm with the rooster on it. So that one will also be recorded. So join us next week for the video. You can catch that on YouTube. And then you post it here too, Lindsay?
It will, yeah.
Both places. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, you can catch us there. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. And then you can also check out our CD Stencils YouTube channel. And then make sure you're checking your newsletters and for emails so you know what's going to be on sale. All right, guys, have a great day. We will see you next week. Bye.